Alright. It started. Let's begin. Welcome to Tyrfing Cycle, or Cycle of Tyrfing, depending on if you kickstart this or not. Okay, first things first. So I'll note that this is a game in early access, and unfortunately it's a little bit hard to do a few things in this game. It's not really optimized in a few places, like, you know, hitting this button here for, like, to reduce the global volume is kind of crappy, but whatever. Alright, we'll do that. So here's like the option menu there, like you have a global volume, performance boost, some other stuff in here. Here's controls. Basically, you have this like sort of like left or right mouse configuration. If you're right-handed, you can play WASD keys. If you're left-handed, you've got the IJKLH keys for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like that. I'll note that this is a game that could probably do with some being able to, like, you know, configure your own keys. In the game, I find, like, you know, there's a few things I really dislike. Like the jump button here, for example, is W. I prefer if I could, like, maybe change to, like, space, for example, and like have space do something else. They got something for, like, you know, S, which basically modifies attacks and descent control and lets you dodge and stuff like that. I prefer if that maybe would say like shift, but whatever. So, Tyrfing Cycle. This is a game that I helped kickstart on Kickstarter. As you can probably already tell from the title of this video, basically DFuxa kicks up Tyrfing Cycle. I basically saw this game, I think like in the months, like the summer months of the year, 2016, and I noticed that it was from a Halifax developer, so I was like, okay, it's a roguelike game from a Halifax developer, why not fund it? So my microphone dropped there for a little bit, or my headset did, but anyways. Basically, yeah, it's basically from a Halifax developer. I'm from Halifax myself, so I decided I'll basically, you know, maybe help fund the game, and we'll see how it goes. Now, they had a few, like, legal issues, shall we say, that I won't get into, but basically, it took a while for it to basically transition from Kickstarter to early access on Steam. They're basically hoping for, like, you know, a very quick transition, but they had some issues, as is, you know, legal issues, as I've already basically stated, and it basically took until, like, sort of now for me to get a Steam key from the developer to actually play the game. Now, I'll say at this point that this is an early access game, and there's a few things I think could be, like, basically, you know, maybe probably changed around. I already mentioned, of course, being like the keyboard controls not being, like, you know, customizable, or the options menu being, like, you know, a bit, like, you know, sluggish, basically change stuff in it, like the volume. Let's just jump in and we'll, you know, see what it's all about. So, those with power. You will be no different. And in the end, atop the bones of your enemies, you will stand victorious. Go forth. And we'll start in Helheim Part 1. So go forth, destroy those who would oppose us. Click to begin. Use WASD or IJKL for movement. So basically down here, I can use like the J, K, L, and like I keys to do stuff, or I can use like WASD. I'll use WASD because I'm basically right-handed, but whatever. Now, I'll note this game, it feels, you know, kind of like floaty in some places. And I find it hard to control the character sometimes, so that's probably more so to do with like the inability to basically customize my keyboard as I like. So basically the controls. Basically you got like the, you know, WD to basically move left and right. W lets you jump. You basically attack with like the, you know, primary clicker. If you hold down the primary clicker, you can do like a sort of jab. If you hold down S, you can basically customize your stuff. So I can basically do, like, you know, cool Christmas spins and stuff like that. I'll know if I press like S down, I do like double or D. Basically, A and S basically lets me dodge forward. If I press like, you know, A, S, and A when I like turn away, I'll basically do a backflip. So basically, I got evasion moves. So this is a side-scroller roguelike, or that's what it claims to be. I haven't really seen a whole lot of like the random roguelikeness, shall we say, this yet, but hopefully that will basically come a little bit later when they like get out of early access, or perhaps just on the first level. That's the case. Up here in like the top left, you got your health and artist stats basically showing off a little bit here. You can do like wall jumps in this game, so there's like a normal jump. There's like a wall jump. Now, I noticed that the first level is always the same. That might be because it's in early access, or it could be just because of the fact that the first level is always the first level because it's a tutorial level. Yeah, we got a little bit of like dodging to do here. Easy enough to do. Now it comes just like our altar here, which basically lets us like put power, so you can get like lightning release right there. Sound and feel electricity to devastate nearby enemies. Basically press E or Shift and click to use the new ability. And you get over here, jump off walls for extra height. So we basically like jump up the wall like that, which helps with platforming a little bit. Alright, so this guy's new. So maybe there is a little bit of randomness. We got this guy never showed up in my initial play, so. Ow. So I took a little bit of damage there, but that's basically how the game sort of works. You take damage. Alright, so there's a little bit of randomness in this game. That's cool. That's to see in the first little level. Let's kill that guy. So, it's basically an early access to this game. I don't know what to really say about this sort of just yet. It basically feels kind of unrefined, the gameplay a little bit, but it does like feel, fairly good to play. So there's like some weapon I can claim. Kill this guy. Kill that guy. Now if I want to go like press space here to basically pick up this weapon, I think. I'm actually not sure exactly how like everything works out in the game just yet, so. Yeah, dodging feels weird, I'll just have to say that. And you have to basically, like, watch how you're facing too, because that can be an issue as well. Kill that guy. Now, I'm not sure if, like, when you're like dodging, you can be hit. It looks like you can still be hit, so I gotta watch out for that. But yeah, it feels like the game, like, there's like no resistance when you basically get hit or anything. There's like no, like, sort of like interaction with it. Just kill that guy. Yeah, I can still be hit when I'm dodging stuff. I gotta watch out for that. Dodge this guy a little bit. So I'll note that the name of this game basically is the cycle of Tyrfing. Tyrfing is basically the weapon you're basically using. It's basically a legendary weapon of some sort. Let's teleport here a little bit to some place. Got something there for life, I guess. Kill that guy. So, here's this guy right here. Leave none standing. Use Berserker energy to demolish enemies. So, blue orbs temporary boost strength tenfold. So I guess we got ourselves a Berserker pet type thing, so let's do it. Yeah, it does feel clunky when you're like sort of attacking. So it kind of doesn't feel like, you know, it basically is sort of like a mesh of like, you know, modern like gameplay with like old school platformers and like how it sort of works. And I don't find it like really worked as well as it could. Like if you got a mouse, like, you know, I'd rather like be able to like, you know, attack around me and stuff like that. And it doesn't really work that way. You basically sort of like attack like, you know, old school basically in front of you and stuff like that. Like something that'd be nice if like, you know, where your mouse is pointing is like your guy would like, you know, fluctuate is like, you know, moving stuff like that type of idea, but it isn't happening. Here's a tab we can read. So, in the Third Age, the realms were filled with strife. Two tribes of greater beings, the Ezer and Vanir, emerged to face a greater foe, the Joltans. Brute and forest, the Jotans were elemental beings, fierce, unwieldy. Their chaos threatened the universe. The first Jotan slain was by the Ezer was Ymir, and his blood was used to create the vast oceans of Earth. To purify the water, Odin, ruler of the Ezer, extracted the raw iron from Ymir's blood. So, basically from this little blurb here, you can see that this game is actually based on Norse mythology a little bit. So, you basically have like Odin, of like the god of the Vikings and stuff like that. And you got like, you know, Ymir and Ezer and Vanir and all that. Talking about. Not sure what we're supposed to do there, but whatever. Let's push on. And then we come to this place. And I'm supposed to get a power boost when you basically come out dodging or something like that, but never really figure out how that works. Alright, so here's a statue of Thor. Stop, mortal. I, Thor, god of thunder, protector of Midgard, cannot permit you to travel any further. Blah, 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 Ezer, blah, 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 forces you cannot comprehend. I see you made your choice, so be it. Down he goes. So we're basically coming up towards our first boss here. Pick up some red orbs here. The Well of Knowledge. Those who drink from it, from the well, gain infinite wisdom. Such a gift is guarded by a ferocious Jotun named Mimir. So desirable was the well's wisdom that Odin himself carved out his own eyes as a sacrifice. To gain such wisdom, the well has since run dry. Now, I'm not sure if there's like any carryover progress or anything in this game. But I think there is, because you'll basically level ups and stuff like that. But we're basically at our first boss fight. Who dares disturb the slumber of Mir? I will feast on your eyes, child. So, here's our first boss, Mimir. Now I moved to a nice little place where I can slash him, so that's good to do that a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of hard to control this game, in some ways. Dodge that. Now these things sort of follow you a little bit. Dodge that. Ouch. I cannot be. I am Mimir, guard the well. Alright, well, we level up. We kill Mimir. So note that this is like an impassable terrain right there. Mimir is dead. That miserable fiend haunted the well of knowledge for eons. Death was more than what it deserved. Follow me, young warrior. Alright, so there's stage complete. That's the first stage of the game. Mimir is defeated, and with a feeling of triumph, a sense of unease fills your mind. The only path forward is into the dry well, and with that, you reluctantly take the plunge into the catacombs below. So, we basically have been getting max health up. Now, basically something about this game is that's going to like sort of like roguelike elements in it, where you basically get random weapons and like, you know, perks and stuff like that as you go along. So, maybe this will be random, I guess, maybe this first time, I'm not sure. So we're basically going to go to Helheim Part 2, Savalta Catacombs. There's no point in going back. Well, that's good to know. Basically, if I touch that, it says that to me. Wall jumps. Kill that guy. Well, let's just keep going on for a little bit, and we'll just basically go until I die. Finally kill that guy. But yeah, it feels like funky, like, you know, the sort of combat a little bit. But I do like the premise of the game, because, like, you know, it sort of combines a lot of, like, you know, stuff you basically do in, like, old games into, like, one, with, like, roguelike tendencies with it. Black guy. That felt odd doing that, but whatever. Whatever works. Oh, guy up there apparently. Kill that guy. Yes, it feels kind of floaty, you know, using this character in this game. In some places. Black guy. That guy. Some sarcastic guy. Ooh, I can go shoot for string. Gotta watch out for that. Now, I'm not sure if I'm collecting gold or gems or whatnot, but I'm basically collecting a lot of, like, you know, this stuff up here. Oh, is there one of those chunks right there of that stuff? There's a bulwark. I'm not really sure like how like, you know, spiritual energy and stuff like that works in this game, but there's like, you know, magic and other stuff you can basically do in this game. But best basically what I do is like magic and stuff like that. You know, basically I can do like ranged attacks like that. So there's Odin's horns apparently. A magical weapon with origins its user. Or something, I'm not sure. Well, I'm using my spiritual energy here for a little bit of attack, but whatever. Kill that guy. What's up here, I wonder? That seems to be the way I have to go, so... Now, as you notice there, that goal that basically thing that dropped on the ground over here disappeared. So, if I basically kill an enemy and don't pick up the stuff, I don't get the goods from him, so... Are those guys gonna really get to me? Oh, yep, they will. Kill them. Something over there. Hey, stuff. Alright, well, whatever, stuff. If I want to, I guess I could jump back over here. Well, whatever. So, yeah, there's basically stuff to explore and get in this game, kind of like, you know, any other old side-scroller platformer. Ugh, I missed the platform. But yeah, you know, it's a game. I kickstarted. Made by a Halifax developer. In early access, could use a little bit more time to basically get, you know, fruition and stuff, I guess. That. That looks like a dangerous thing. Dump over it. That's fine to do. Saw wheels of death. Ow. Do that. I'm not dead yet, but I'm almost there. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of ways to like heal in the game, so... There we go. So end a cycle, basically you can surrender or restore to physical form. Basically here's my run score, my personal best. You can use quick counters to kill enemies quickly and earn higher stats and stuff like that. But let's just end our cycle. So that's essentially Tyrfing Cycle. I'm looking, there's like no exit option here. And apparently going in here to like the options like, you know, set the volume back up to 8%, so... You know, still early access has like its sort of things there, but whatever. I thought it was a very interesting game. I'm not sure I'll be doing a actual like let's play of it, but whatever. I'm enjoying it so far, I guess, so to speak. And when it comes out of early access, maybe I'll be, you know, look at it again. But until then, we'll take care.